moment. There we are. Republic. I mean, are we? Got until there we go. All right. I can see. I should be able to see my streamer thing in just a second. If it's already going, hello everyone watching, Patreon people, live people. It says I have an excellent connection. There we are. Let's go, baby. What? We are making today. I'm working on a course, and part of the course, I need to create abstract shapes. So, I mean, it's about like making abstract shapes and stuff like that. And so this is just me sort of figuring out how the process of how I want to do this. Renderize is here, and how we want to do that. So, first off, we do have our good, lovely, well-rounded friend, the extra objects add-on. Add-ons, extra ext. We have extra objects. So if we go in there, there is a onslaught of fun stuff. So Shift A. Let me tell the Discord folks that I'm live. LIVENOW. Let's go. All right. We got 71 people. All right, so how are we going to make abstract shape if we're starting off with something like basic? That's kind of that's the point of the course, really. Is like, you know, you have your icosphere. It's very evenly topologized. And so let's give it like 20, and then let's make something crazy with it, giving you abstract shape. So one thing I do want to do first is a good friend, the decimation. So you can do stuff like this. Hold down Shift. Oops. Let's give it even smaller. So you have this guy, basically. Hey, can you not delete this on private? This goes to the Patreon folks after it's live. So if you're on Patreon, you can get it there. Hey, how are you? Just push I join the Discord. What's up, dude? Hope you're enjoying the Discord. So now what we need to do is get a smooth. Doesn't seem to work the way I wanted it to. Okay, so we need to get a wireframe. So we have our wireframe here. And then now we can get a bevel on the wireframe. So now we get these nice sort of connections, and then we bring up the segments. Flat, up, flat, up, flat, up. And you can really do some crazy stuff. I like the flat portion. And then I think if I add, ooh, what just happened? I added a wave. What did I click? Goodness gracious. There we go. What's down here? An explode? What's an explode? I don't know what an explode is. All right. I'm actually so curious about explode now. All right. Bevel. I want this wireframe thickness to be up considerably, so you can get something really cool. So already, boom, cool shape. Bion. And I think if I add me a subdivision, you get an even a different assortment of really cool shape, and then you can go in and shape that. Really, I'm just doing this for my own logging. I want to live stream it for interestingness, you know, so you guys can enjoy it. But I'm trying to log all this information so I can write it down later for a course. And then you got this, you know, you can add a ball in the middle. You always get something more uniform. And what's great about this is it is procedural. Of course, it's very slow and procedural, but it's procedural. So we can do that, and then we can just bring up that subdivision until it's nice and smooth, and you get fun stuff like this. So you get organic, you get from like techie to organic really, really quickly. He said explode it. I don't know how exploding works. Let's do that. Let's do that live. Let's explode something. I don't know how explode works. It's got to be mildly interesting. Where's E? A, B, C, D, E. Where did I even see explode? Oh, there we go. Do I just press play? Now it's just spinning. Hold on. Let me turn off this bevel so we can get better performance. What else is being heavy here? Let's turn off the wireframe. Okay, so it's just frame rate. Why is it so heavy? Oh, you probably got to do a bunch of settings to make that actually work. I'm going to have to look into that later. Yeah, so there's probably a bunch of crazy stuff going on. Limit method, all that fun. Oops, that's bevel. Explode. So there's probably just a bunch of cut edges, size, vertex group, dead, uniform, particle, UV. Yeah, so that's more complex than I'm going to go on for this live stream. All right. So let's work off of this and make something pretty cool for a live stream. So let's open these things up. I don't know why. Oh, soft body. What are you doing? How do you take that away? Oh, it's down here. I goofed up on soft body. Let's see. Turn that off. Thank you. All right. That's why it was bouncing on the explode. Yeah, everybody's telling me soft body. I didn't even see that on there whenever it spazzed out a minute ago. All right. So the object quick effects explode. All right, we're going to deal with that later. Right now, what I want to do is turn this into something really cool. Don't know what I'm going to do, but I think we'll make it cool. I want to make my wireframe pretty thick, a little bit thicker here. Oh, that did something cool after a certain point. That's super cool. That's the bevel speaking right now. Yeah. We're going to leave that there. I like that a lot. That's super, super cool. All right, I'm just reading the comments here. Booleans. I'll deal with Booleans later. All right, let's see what happens if I just bevel this, because I don't like sharp edges. Probably can't, because the mesh is probably just terrible, but we'll find out. Yeah, it's not going to let me bevel. That's fine. Okay, so trying to imagine a good lighting setup for this. Let's see, what can we do with this? All right, guys, let's leave it up to the chat. What do you think, outside of exploding it, I'm not going to explode it, what should I do? What kind of render should I do with this shape? Because I think it's super cool, but there's about a mountain of things I could potentially do with this. What do you guys think? While I wait for the chat, I'm going to go to Pinterest to get some ideas. Okay. So, pack inspo. Get some cool stuff here. Atmospheric noise displacement, have a glass with emission. Put a bright light inside it. Okay, I think I have an idea. If I'm ideaing this right, let's get a really thin wireframe. Let's get the actual wireframe view here. Okay, so super thin wireframe, and that's going to be my light for the inside. Let's hopefully we are in cycles. Let's make sure I have RTX on. System, yep, RTX is on. All right, so let's add in our glass material here. So transmission, roughness fairly low. And the other icosphere, of course, we got to get that emission, make it orange, give it a strength of like 60. Render. Okay. Don't mind that ambulance siren, if you guys can hear it. Okay, so this is a starting point. It's getting louder. All right, now it's gone. Okay, so we have this. What I want to do is improve that light on the inside, H. And so this is pretty boring. So if we go in here to shading, here's how we're going to make it look interesting. We need to layer weight this color to give it a more, I say too much, to give it a better fade out and more of a fluorescent looking thing. I was fighting so hard not to say all right, so LAY, layer weight, and we'll do, I guess Fresnel is sometimes the best option. All right, so now we're already working with something really nice. Okay. I think we need to invert this. Okay, cool. That's better. And then this glass just isn't faded enough. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Where can we go with this in my inspiration folder here? What can we do? Atmosphere is always a good option. I like this here, this kind of vibe. So what I'm going to do here is give it a plane, some ground for it to sit on. Scale it by 8. Move these two guys up. And then set up my camera so we can get a good composition here. All right, we'll give my lens at like 24. Let's do 38. That might help. There we go. Okay. The reason why I picked 38 because that is a pretty common photography lens situation. Everyone's saying volumetric. I got you. I'm getting to it. First, I do want to get this render region going. All right. So yeah, of course, volumetrics need to happen. What I don't want anymore is this glass material. It's not working. So I'm going to delete this inner icosphere, and we're just going to make a metal material, but we're going to wait on that for a second. We do need to get volumetrics and lighting. So scale this up. I want to see how big this thing is going to get. Okay. All right. Let's get that principled volume. .01. Let's get an area light and then bring it way over here. Got him. All right. And then we just bring up that brightness by like 1,000. Got him. This guy needs to be dark. Let's get a light on the inside here, like many of you were requesting. I do want to do that. And we'll make it blue and like 3,000 of brightness. Okay. We might actually keep it glass. That actually is looking really cool now. But right now it looks really crap. We're going to fix that with roughness and bump. Bump. We'll get in a Musgrave. No, we're not. What do we want to get? We'll get a magic texture, get some abstract flooring going. T object. Big on the scale. Bring the depth to like 5. Distortion. Bring that up some more like this, and then bring that strength down. Okay. So we already have something cool. Let's get a Musgrave on the roughness. I didn't really need to do that, did I? Roughness. Okay, now we have a decent floor to reflect this guy. And then let's bring our volume to like 0.1, make it super thick. Area light, Give it more of a blue tint to bring it all in the same situation. What if we made it red? Ooh, now we're cooking. Oops, I hit my microphone. All right, so now we're cooking. What I want to do is start playing with this glass now to give it something more interesting. Let's try a basic idea first, just with a simple Musgrave. My hunch is that's not going to be very good. That didn't copy. There we go. Plug that straight into, not the specular, the roughness. It kind of works. We'll keep it. Very grungy looking glass. We'll give it a size of 1. Alright, so now that we have this, we need some more things to go, you know, around the scene to make it more interesting. Because, like, this is, like, boring. But I don't know what entirely to do. Let's do a default idea here. Scale it up. Thickness super far down. And then we'll make that metallic. All right. So now we have that. Let's look up more inspiration. We need more ideas, guys. Let's go. That looks super neat. I like that a lot, but I'm not gonna do that for now. Oh wait, where's that other piece I just saw that can kind of work on this here? Here we go. Here we go. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Okay, he's got like a stone wall going back. So we can do that. I'm just going to get this viewport here so we don't worry about him. Okay. So we get like a janky stone wall. So, and I want it to be far away so that we can kind of hide the details. And then I don't want it to be like a background. I do want it to be over here to the right, but still covering up this scene. Cool. We'll subdivide it by 100 and give it a rock texture in displacement. With clouds. For now, we'll try clouds. We'll see how that goes. We'll bring that depth up. We need to bring that subdivision on the viewport pretty high. And then bring up that scale to like 3. And then this size is too big. Actually, maybe it's not. Let's just look at it in the render. Okay, now we need to shade it, but I do think the size can be bigger on that. 2, we'll give it 4, we'll double it. All right, that's cool. All right, now we got rocks. And then we can bring it in a little bit as well. Okay, so now we have that. Let's start shading the rocks. Super simple shading. We won't get too crazy with it. Color ramp, pop that there. Musgrave for color. .1. What is this looking like? Yep. Okay, needs to be. There we go. Okay. I'm not happy with that rock. Oh, I have a better idea. I have a better idea to really give this some really nice depth. We're gonna fake like some windows or something. RX90, and then we'll just bring this back like that. And then I want to rotate him. So here's what we're gonna do. Fun little procedural material. And then we're gonna use depth of field to make it like look really, really dope. So he's far enough for depth of field, which is good. Let's go into shading really quickly. Let's get this, let's just get a diffuse, just because it doesn't take that much space. And DEF, oh, they took it out. That's fun. All right, let's just go back to the principled then. Actually, 2 emissions, one of them black. So we're gonna fake the idea of like windows and a big sci-fi looking building behind this thing. And it's not gonna look like one, but it's gonna have the it's gonna have sort of the hint of that idea, but it could be anything that you sort of see it as. For texture. Okay. There we go. And then we'll get a scale 0.1. This needs to be inverted. And we'll give a scale of 1. Okay. So now we have this. Let's go into Eevee and just sort of manipulate that really quick. So the windows aren't as skinny as I want them to be. There we go. I like that. Let's go ahead and bring some away. More smoothness comes down. Mortar size. That's really cool, but we're not going to do that. And then I do also want to be able to manipulate the color. COL. Color ramp. Why is it blue in the middle? I don't want that. Make this black. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, wait, I need to plug this color ramp into here, I think. I don't remember. How am I oh. I had it plugged into the wrong one. Okay, here we go. There we go. And the strength can be pretty high. Okay, so now we have that. What I'm gonna do is bring it back. So light's not affecting it. So we have these things. And then I'm going to get depth of field to make it look really, really cool. Where's my camera? Okay, so depth of field. Whoa. One of my neighbors just dropped something heavy. I felt it through the whole complex. All right. Camera, camera, camera. Depth of field. Empty. Blades all the way up. F-stop 1.1. How will that go? There we go. Maybe f-stop of 0.7. Okay, that looks way better. All right. They are fixing something upstairs. Okay, so we have this. So this doesn't really look that good. and it needs a lot of improvement. But what the point of this was is being able to quickly make an abstract shape, and then be able to quickly come up with a concept around that shape, which is what the course is for. So we have that. What I'm going to do now is just quickly figure out how I can iterate shape design quickly and how to get new stuff really quickly. So we're going to do that. 270 people. What's up? All right. So I'm going to make procedurally something that you would normally see, I think, in the Biogen add-on. And we're going to use my best friend, the Icosphere. We're going to get an edge split. Then we're going to get a smooth, which, oh no, edge split doesn't work now. Oh, there we go. Okay. Bring your edge split down, and then your smoothness can work. Okay. Edge split here. Does bevel do much? If I bring it here, if I bring it here, no. And then now we're going to get a solidify. Bring your thickness in and get it bevel. Play with your bevel. Excuse me. It's not weight, it would be angle. Shade smooth. Now we have these sort of things, these pads. Let's get a displacement and bring it all the way to the top. And then I want to control them so they can kind of animate in and out. I would say that would be good with a clouds texture. Ooh, it's being really weird. Where does this displace need to be? I guess it could be right below the edge split. Where does it need to be? Right under. It's not fixing anything being under any of those. Oh, that's wild looking. Look at that. It just needs to be under the edge split. Okay. And then bring the strength down so that the strongest points kind of kiss. And then we can just bring that in. Get an empty so we can control the displacement. Local to object, object to empty. What if I just rotate this now? Okay, so now we can animate these around really, really simply and really easily. It's almost like one of those toys I used to play with when I was young. So now you have one really cool shape that's easily animated. Then you can add texture, all that fun stuff to it really, really quickly. Have you ever tried using Octane Render? I have. I had problems. I had problems downloading it, but I'm going to get back to it. So that's the first idea. We're going to take this over here. Now we're going to go with an organic shape. So Icosphere again. Let's subdivide it once. Now we're going to decimate. Where are we at here? Decimate, decimate, decimate. Okay. Now we're going to decimate. We're going to go with a smooth. I have trouble with the order here, which is why I'm working on this. Does the smooth go here now? Smooth definitely doesn't go there. Ooh, that looks cool. I think we add the wireframe now. And then we add the subdivision surface. We do need to add that bevel to go above the wireframe. Oh man, what was the order on that here? We just did this. What was the order that needed to be? Oh, I remember. We used the wrong decimation. We need to go to planar. There we go. Delete the bevel, delete the sub, and that. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And then we need to get a smooth. Smooth, and what that does is kind of do this fun stuff. Oh wait, no, it was the wireframe. So now we get these sort of techie looking shapes. So what the smooth does is gives us toward an organic, and then we can go with a subdivision surface. Now we have an organic shape. Keep that there. Are you able to mix bump nodes with a mix RGB? Actually, no, you don't have to do that. All you have to do to mix bump nodes, BUM. So say you have like one texture going here, it's causing these scratches. Say I want another texture to make gashes. You just plug that in the normal of the bump, and they'll all transfer in. Does 2.9 have more features? Of course, it's got a ton more features. It's super cool. All right. So this is two things. How to make these particular two shapes. Two shapes. Two chase. What's next? What's next? What's next? Let me go to my Instagram here, because I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I'm not very good at that. So let me see what other shapes I've made in the past. You should try using the tissue add-on. Yep, I think the tissue add-on is super cool. I love the tissue add-on. Yes, and add-on, and Curtis's add-on by Jen is super crazy too. The reason why I'm making this all by hand and not using add-ons is because I'm working on a course about abstract design overall. So I don't want to be reliant on add-ons that could expire after the course is live. Hey, internet, work. Be faster, please. Thank you. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, abstract shape. Shape. What are some old shapes that I've made before? This is super cool. There we go. Manipulating it. Let's see. What are some simple concepts for making interesting shape? And I prefer the 2.9. The apply button is unnecessary since you have to use Control A. I think it's cool. I think they like shortcuts, so they wanted to do it. Let's see, what else are we looking for here? Abstract shape. Some of my old ideas. This is a concept that repeats all the time, me cutting holes with this crazy, complicated, dumb process. But it works. Trying to see. There's that organic shape we just made. Yeah, shape ideas are pretty simple. I think the array is a good friend as well. So that's what I'm going to do really quick. Circle. Let's get this going. Convert to mesh. Cool. Pretty good mesh. Empty, plain axis. Make some for the music cover art. I used to do cover art at the time. That was like what I wanted to do for a job, but then I realized there wasn't a whole lot of money in just cover art. You have to do a lot of art around the release itself. So it was a much bigger process. Let's see, what was I looking for? An array. Delete that. Object offset. Let's see, did this work? It did. And then we'll go just a couple. We'll go with 4. and then we'll space them out. There we go. We have another super dope shape design that you can go crazy with. So we'll add that to the course notes as well. And then you can also go nuts with it. Be like, oh, I want it to go all around. Boom. The music is made by Chedek. Yeah, Chedek's dope. I think I said that right. Chedek? Did I read it? C-H-E-D-I-A-K. Chedek, whatever. He's super cool. Super happy with the job he did. Great man. All right, let me save this in my files. Oh, don't crash. Please don't crash. It does this sometimes. We'll just let it wait it out, and I'll read the comments here. Use displacement monitor. You can make some awesome shapes. Yes. I want to say thank you for the live streams. Of course, man. There we go. Oh, thank God. Freaking. All right. S-H-A-P-E-S. Let me show you guys something cool that I'm working on. So I believe my next video is going to be about photorealism. Maybe the second. But so proud of this design. I'll wait for it to render here. So let's just go and give it just regular Filmic here so you guys can see what's going on. So I'm working on a video about photorealism and so incredibly happy with this design. I love it. I love it. And the only thing I want to fix is this metal texture, which I'll probably do at some point today. But I want to show you guys this. And yeah, just working on photorealism. I use a lot of image texturing from Polygon. Like there's these fingerprints. This is procedural. This is procedural. But I was able to use this cloth and stuff and working on photorealism. It's going to be a really great video. A lot of you have requested me to do photorealism, so I'm learning about it. And so I want to show you guys this because it's super cool. We got some great beveling going on. Of course, that's one of the points in the video is bevel, bevel, bevel. You better bevel, bruv. So yeah, just want to show you guys this, get you excited for the video that's coming up. I'm going to end the stream now. I appreciate everyone for watching. Super cool. And yeah, I just wanted to make this stream to show you guys what it's like when I'm just working on something and I have to come up with some ideas. So yeah, see ya.